Alright guys, we're now moving on to actually one of the more interesting stages in the game, and actually one of the most interesting stages in Mega Man in general, mainly because it has a gimmick in this stage that's really has never been done before in a Mega Man game. Well, it is actually done later in other Mega Man games, especially in the later Mega Man series, Mega Man X. But this is the first time this has ever appeared in a Mega Man game, and it was very cool. And what I'm talking about is a gimmick in Wave Man's stage, as you will soon be seeing. And Wave Man, as the name implies, is based off of, waves, tidal waves and water waves and shit like that. So he is the water-based Robot Master in this game. And his stage is interesting, and I actually do kind of like his theme quite a bit. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you guys got the idea. But actually, I want to show off Charge Kick here, because as I was saying at the end of the other part, after we beat Charge Man, Charge Kick is a very weird Robot Master weapon, guys. Like, look at this. This is how you use Charge Kick, guys. If you just keep pressing, the shoot button, it's not going to do anything. You actually have to slide. So your Mega Buster is completely disabled during this part. But what's useful about Charge Kick is that you become invulnerable to, like, taking any damage. So you see that steam there that's shooting out of those things there? It basically cancels out any damage you take. So it can be pretty useful when it comes to that. And that was a useless power up there. And there's these weird ass tubes here, and if you take the tube all the way to the right, you'll get a life up, but it's kind of pointless because we already are at max lives, really. But yeah, there's that. And I think you can even use it. Oh no, you can't. Shit. Maybe those guys are special, but most enemies, I think you can actually use Charge Kick to get by them without, like, taking any damage. Charge Kick does not deal that much damage, but I guess it's useful against ground enemies. But yeah, it is overall not exactly the best. I even consider Top Spin much better than this weapon, although it is better than Spark Shot from Mega Man 3, which I consider Spark Shot to be the worst weapon from that game, but I digress. Anyway, here, for any of you that have played Mega Man 9, of all things, I know it's a really later Mega Man game I'm referencing here, but there's actually all these bubble things here that you have to jump on in order to progress through the stage. And in Mega Man 9's Splash Woman stage, there's actually also a very similar concept in that stage. In fact, I think it's blatantly copied from this stage, from Wave Man's stage. And what it is what you obviously saw there is I jumped on the bigger bubbles. Those bubbles carried me up. And then from there, I had to jump on the smaller ones. The smaller ones would disappear. You jump on the smaller ones to get to the other big one, and then obviously you saw what happened. You have to get on the bigger bubbles to basically carry you all the way up here, but also avoiding those spikes. But that is not the main gimmick. I do wish that gimmick was more in this stage, but they decided to go with another gimmick in this stage, which is actually pretty cool and very interesting. And actually, guys, oh shit, I can't do that here. Actually, I can. I'm going to save state here, because actually there is something, one of the letters that you have to get is in this little section that you're doing here, and I really don't want to miss it. You obviously can't replay, but look at this. You're on a freaking little water bike here, and you have to shoot. It's basically like an on-rails shooter-ish type section in a Mega Man game, and it is very interesting. There's even a mini-boss we fight later on in here. It's very different. You have to watch out for guys coming from behind you. You gotta jump. There's freaking water dudes that come at you. It's pretty cool, man. And here's the mini boss. He's not too bad. Just gotta wait. You gotta shoot that little green spot there, and you gotta jump over the energy balls he shoots out at you. Freaking giant ass squid dude. But yeah, later on in especially in the Mega Man X series, there's actually a lot of different moments where you're in a little bike thing on an on-rails section, constantly moving like this. So now, for any of you that are wondering, now you know what those sections were based off of, where they got the idea of getting on bikes like this. It came from Mega Man 5, from a Wave Man stage, and it is pretty cool. Just constantly keeps you can't charge up your buster or anything while on this. Oh shit. Oh, that's the E there. That's the letter that I was saying why I wanted to save state, because if I had missed that, there would have been no way I could have gone back. And obviously, this stage is kind of time consuming when it comes to that, so I would not want to replay that like I did with Gravity Man stage. But yeah, after that, that's basically it. That is Wave Man stage. Very easy stage. Also pretty cool, you know. I wish they had more sections like that with the freaking wave bike and shit like that. They don't really have that much in the classic Mega Man series. It's a lot. They have that a lot in the Mega Man X series though. But anyway, alright, here we go with Wave Man. And Wave Man, he's not too bad, and you just have to keep some things in mind. For example, that little wave thing he shoots out there, and his little hook. The wave thing, I think it'll always try to hit you, but if you're constantly moving, you should be fine. Just keep that in mind. Like, every once in a while, he'll, like, completely miss with it, and then sometimes he'll actually get right onto you. Like, see there, he completely missed, but I dodged right into it. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to keep the distance from him too far away, or else you won't be able to jump under him, but overall, he's not too bad. I was kind of messing up a bit at the beginning. Oh shit, I got hit there. Be careful. The wave thing does deflect your oh shit. Oh man, that was close. I was messing up a lot during that fight, but yeah, the wave little spout thing, water spout that he shoots out from the ground, it does reflect your shot, so you have to wait for that to go down, obviously. And you gotta dodge his little hook thing that he shoots out, but that's the general pattern for Wave Man. I was messing up quite a bit during that fight. But now you get that ability, actually. You get Water Wave, and actually the weapon that you get is much better than what he used in the boss fight. What it is that it travels along all the ground. It's a ground-based weapon, and it shoots out a water wave that travels all along the ground. It even goes downwards. So like, if you're on like a descending path, you know, in a hallway or whatever, it'll go downwards and shit like that, attacking all of the water-based and ground-based enemies along the ground. It's nice. It's kind of like Search Snake and Bubble Lead. Actually, it's a much better version of Bubble Lead, in my opinion. It's not as good as Search Snake, mainly because it's literally only on the ground. You can't like shoot it slightly upwards, and it only has one on screen at a time, so it's not the greatest thing, but hey, it's okay, I guess. It's decent. But yeah, that was Wave Man stage. It's pretty fun. It has a lot of interesting things in it. I wish it were a bit longer, but that was it. Alright guys, now we only have one last Robot Laster? Oh my god. Robot Master left, and that is the Stoned Robot Master, who, he looks pretty stoned up there. He's just like looking up into the air or whatever. He's like, gosh, I'm terrible. Anyway, next time we're going to be taking on the last Robot Master, Stone Man. See you guys then.